over here people are poor and they can't raise money because there's no work anymore. So please bring stuff to the east. Come to the east. We don't buy it. We have a coffee machine that's giving out free coffee. We even bought a new one because we thought everybody was thinking our coffee is bad. But no, it's not the deal. Nobody wants to come here. Hi, my name is Edward Hirschfeld. I'm 52 years old and I'm working as PitMaster for Ukraine.
All right, Ed, tell the people what we're doing today.
We're gonna cook at the Zero Village. There will be some soldiers. And we're gonna make buffalo strips of chicken and some steak. And we will make sandwiches of them. Like real American sandwiches, soaking in sauce, mayonnaise, where we put on Mississippi white sauce. We put on.
All right, and where are we again today?
Yeah, close to New York City.
Close, very close. Okay, how do you feel out here?
Normal.
Normal. Okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you did before you came to Ukraine, why you came to Ukraine.
I'm Edward Hirschfeld, alias PitMaster for Ukraine. I'm 52 years old. Before the war I was international cook. I cooked, I trained chefs to be more efficient with barbecues or producing meats and proteins, because that takes more time up in kitchens.
Starting off by cooking for refugees and soldiers on the border of Ukraine and Poland, Ed would find himself shifting his attention from refugees to helping soldiers defend their country.
And only helping refugees is like you have a valve that's open and you're only helping the refugees. And I know if I make meat in Lviv, there's a lot of hands going past and it won't come in east. So I decided I want a real frontline position. So after that, I made a call out in a Facebook group. So like, I want a real frontline position. I want to cook for the soldiers. So, and I got permission of the Leonid Goda of the 1st Tank Brigade. And I'm still thankful for that position. Ziet de Russische positie eruit. Even gevochten. Net bevrijd. In the beginning it was really necessary because the supply line wasn't there yet. So we were doing whole hogs and whole sheep and like 60 chickens at once. That was really necessary. But now the supply lines are more and more on. So now we have to focus on canned protein meat, yeah, or canned protein, high protein food.
All right, Ed, tell us what we're doing today.
We're going to do a free barbecue, American style, on the shashlik, the shashlik grid, and we're going to make some nice sandwiches for the soldiers. So, yeah.
Everyone has their own reason for supporting Ukraine. In fact, Ed's reason goes all the way back to 2014.
Yeah, this war is going on for 10 years now. So that's really bad. And in that time, in 2016, they shot down the MH16.
We're told now that we have video from the moment the plane crashed. We're seeing this now for the first time. Let's take a look.
And when the war hit here, it's really like, okay, let's help them out to finish this war. And yeah, This war has to end here. It doesn't have to spread to Europe. We got to finish it here. I hope at some point NATO will step in and just kick the Russians out, the bloody Russians out. That's because it is stupid that they're still not involved in this war. They're only giving weapons, and they're giving old weapons. And if we got the ability to use the newest weapons like F-35 or like the real deal weapons, the war will have a total different change.
Born in America, raised in the Netherlands, Ed made the difficult decision to leave his family and friends for the greater good by supporting Ukrainians in their most dire time of need. Ed tells me how his family continues to support his mission now that he's over 2 years into it.
They don't like it. They know that I'm in danger, but they are supportive. They know this for the bigger goal and not for, yeah. They can say you can sit at home and see the prices rise and say like, oh, I'm gonna pay it. But I'm actually doing something about it. That's, yeah.
As the war drags on and the world is seemingly looking away, Ed tells me about the lack of foreign volunteers coming to his area.
None.
None. No other volunteers.
Yeah, you will see volunteers, the weekend warriors.
Okay.
So, but not the weekend warriors from Europe. There will be Ukraine, and you have some serious persons that are doing great jobs supplying. But it's very difficult. I've seen like 3 teams, 4 teams. That's it. I think if you're volunteering and you're only volunteering in Lviv and you're saving cats and dogs in Lviv, or you're going to Kharkiv and you're going to Kiev or Zaporizhia, and you want to be in a cluster with volunteers and do important stuff, even saving cats in Odessa, I think you're doing a wrong job. It's not about you. It's not the deal that you are here. It's really like you got to help out. You will see volunteers with. I'm not allowed to photograph a lot of stuff what I do or reach out to what I do, because if we do, I mean the location got broken, we're finished. We get rockets on our head. We're dead. Okay. So, and if you see other volunteers that's constantly in the camera and showing them off and really like, hey, this show is not about you. Why you need it? In my opinion, that's war tourism. It's really like, okay, let's load a van and bring it to Lviv and say like, oh, we're saving Ukraine. No, you're not. You're giving poor people help. That's a good thing too, but. Over here people are poor and they can't raise money because there's no work anymore. So please bring stuff to the east. Come to the east. We don't bite. We have a coffee machine that's giving out free coffee. We even bought a new one because we thought everybody was thinking our coffee is bad, but no, it's not the deal. Nobody wants to come here. So just come up here. I got free Wi-Fi, free sleeping places, free buffet meals. We got everything. You don't have to be in a luxurious hotel to help out. It's really like, just come up over here and we'll take care of you. It's really lovely.
We've got a whole car full of food. We're on this side road.
Because the normal road is really bad. Really bad.
There's a road up there, and it was so bad that we couldn't even drive on it. So we're on a makeshift road next to some farmland. Some sunflowers over here.
In my boundary, there's at least 50,000 people, including women and children. A lot of children. It's really crazy out here. If you go to zero, you run to zero, and like 10 kilometers from the zero, there's still children playing soccer or just playing. It's really crazy to see.
What have we done here today, Ed?
We stood near zero and we did a barbecue. We served like 125 people or more, maybe 150.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was really great. It was really nice.
You can say like, oh, they gotta move, they gotta move. No, the parents want to be there, and that's why they are there. They don't have money. And if they go to the city, they're self-sufficient. So they grow their own vegetables, they will have a pig, or they will have a sheep, or they will have something where they feed themselves on. If they go to the city, none of that exists. So then they suddenly have to buy it in the shop, and that's not their lives. Being self-sufficient is really a big gift, but when you have to move, it's a burden.
As a 100% volunteer, not making any money from his work in Ukraine, PitMaster relies on donations to keep his work going. However, as the full-scale invasion approaches the third year, Ed has experienced difficulties with raising much-needed funds.
Yeah, I experience difficulties because everybody is war-tired, and also that war in Gaza that's been going on. It's really like, yeah, after that it was really hard to get funds. But I survive. It's really like, I wish I had more money, and I wish I had more, like a bigger car, a good car, because I'm using now my personal vehicle to drive in, but it's a low car, and you need like a SUV to go into the field, because there are potholes, there's all kinds of things, and a small car you will damage a small car, and an SUV is built for it.
Although Ed is pretty active on social media, it doesn't give a good idea of what a week in his life looks like. Fortunately for me, I've spent the last 5 days with him. In fact, as soon as Ed picked me up from the bus station, we immediately got to work.
Oh, we started cooking. We really did buffalo wings. So that's really thing. They were really complaining. Oh, they're too hot. Yeah, that's buffalo wings. So that's a good thing we did, and that was from Melk people. And the next day we made sandwiches of them, really nice sandwiches. We put them on the plates, and people were really happy with them. Somebody stole them, I think, because they all disappeared. So at that day we also cooked for, I don't know, like 50 or 100 people again. The next day for like 150 people, and the day after for 250 or 300 people. So yeah, we did a good job.
As we are nearing the end of this interview, is there any last remarks that you would want to make to the world, to the people, to show people that supporting Ukraine is still the right thing to do?
Yeah, there's a different war, you can support those, but we don't shoot rockets at you, okay? Yeah, so just, we are friendly, we're not terrorists, we're really like, we just want to kick out the Russians, okay? And after that we won't send rockets to you, okay? So that's the deal, okay? Yeah, and if you want to support somebody else who does send rockets to you, please stop.